How old is your brain? Well, the answer depends on how you've been living. Have you kept it active and engaged or let it idle along? Scientists have found that you can add years to your brain's life with a bit of effort and care. And what's more, you don't have to be a bookworm to do it. There are plenty of ways to keep your brain shipshape without hitting the books. So if you're ready to give your brain the love it deserves, let's get started. We'll begin by looking at why learning new things is so good for your brain. Then we'll move on to see how much science backs up the idea that we lose brain cells as we age. After that, we'll dive into some fun and easy ways to keep your brain active and engaged. Finally, we'll hear some inspiring stories of people who have benefited from lifelong learning. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn how to keep your brain young. Learning is one of the most important things you can do for your brain health. It helps to maintain your cognitive ability and keeps your mind sharp as you age. When you learn new things, your brain makes new connections between neurons, which are the cells that carry messages between different parts of the brain. This process is known as neuroplasticity. As you learn, your brain literally changes its structure and function. Neuroplasticity is a lifelong process that begins in infancy and continues throughout adulthood. However, it slows down as we age. This decline in neuroplasticity is one reason why older adults may experience cognitive decline. Fortunately, you can help your brain stay flexible and adaptable by learning new things throughout your life. There are many benefits to learning new things. In addition to helping your brain stay sharp, it can also help you meet new people, explore new hobbies, and improve your cognitive ability. Learning new things has been shown to improve memory, attention, concentration, and problem-solving skills. It can also help you think more creatively and come up with new solutions to old problems. Additionally, lifelong learning can help keep your mind active and engaged, which can help you live a more fulfilling and satisfying life. When you stop learning, you start to forget. It's just a fact of life. But there are ways to combat this. One way to keep your brain active is to keep learning. This doesn't mean you have to go back to school. It just means staying curious about the world and making an effort to learn new things. There are many ways to do this. You can read books or articles, listen to podcasts, watch documentaries, take classes, or simply strike up conversations with people who are knowledgeable about topics you're interested in. You can also try learning a new language, taking up a musical instrument, or learning to cook new dishes. All of these activities challenge your brain and help keep it sharp. If you're not sure where to start, here are a few ideas. First, think about what you're passionate about. What do you love to learn more about? Once you've identified a few topics, start exploring them. Read books, watch videos, take classes. The more you learn, the more you'll want to learn. Second, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Try something new. You never know what you might discover. Take a class in a subject you know nothing about. Talk to someone who has a completely different perspective than you. Challenge yourself to learn something every day, even if it's just one new word or one new fact. The important thing is to make learning a habit. Set aside time each day to learn something new. Make it a priority. Your brain will thank you for it. Here's the bottom line. If you want to keep your brain sharp as you age, keep learning. It's really that simple. It doesn't matter what you learn, just that you keep learning. So find something you're passionate about, step out of your comfort zone, and make learning a priority. Your brain will thank you for it. Now let's talk about how much science backs up the idea that we lose brain cells as we age. It's a common belief that we lose brain cells as we get older. And it's true that we do lose some brain cells over time. However, it's not as simple as saying that we just lose brain cells and there's nothing we can do to prevent it. The truth is more nuanced than that. Our brains are constantly making new brain cells, even as adults. However, as we age, the rate of cell turnover slows down. This means that when we lose a brain cell, it's less likely to be replaced by a new one. In addition, our brains become less efficient at using the brain cells that we have. This is due to a variety of factors, including changes in brain chemistry and structure. As a result of these changes, older adults may experience cognitive decline. This is why it's so important to take steps to keep our brains healthy as we age. By doing so, we can help preserve our cognitive abilities and enjoy a better quality of life as we enter our golden years. So, how much science backs up the idea that we lose brain cells as we age? The evidence is mixed. Some studies have found that we do lose brain cells over time, while others have found no significant decline. However, most experts agree that even if we don't lose brain cells, our brains do change in other ways that can affect our cognitive abilities. These changes include changes in brain chemistry and structure. So, while it may not be accurate to say that we lose brain cells, it is true that our brains change in ways that can impact our thinking and memory. The good news is that there are things we can do to help our brains stay sharp as we age. By making lifestyle changes, such as eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep, we can help our brains stay healthy and avoid cognitive decline. We can also engage in activities that challenge our brains, such as puzzles or games, to help keep our minds sharp. Let's now explore some fun and easy ways to keep your brain active and engaged. There are many ways to keep your brain active and engaged. Here are a few fun and easy options. 1. Play brain games. There are many different types of brain games available that can help keep your mind sharp. These games often involve solving puzzles, completing mazes, or matching objects. They can be played on a computer, tablet, or smartphone, or you can find them in book or magazine form. 2. Do puzzles. Puzzles are another great way to keep your brain active. They require you to use your logic and problem-solving skills to figure out how to fit the pieces together. You can choose from a variety of different puzzles, including jigsaw puzzles, crossword puzzles, and Sudoku puzzles. 3. Learn a new language. Learning a new language is a challenging but rewarding endeavor. It can help improve your cognitive abilities and allow you to connect with people from different cultures. There are many resources available to help you learn a new language, including online courses, language exchange programs, and local community classes. 4. Take up a musical instrument. Playing a musical instrument is another great way to keep your brain active. It requires coordination, timing, and an understanding of music theory. You don't have to be a virtuoso to enjoy the benefits of playing an instrument. Even a few minutes of practice each day can help keep your brain sharp. 5. Learn to cook new dishes. Cooking requires a lot of different skills, including following recipes, measuring ingredients, and cooking times. It's also a great way to explore new cultures through food. If you're not a confident cook, there are plenty of resources available to help you learn, including cookbooks, cooking classes, and online videos. X. Travel. Traveling is a great way to keep your brain active because it exposes you to new sights, sounds, and experiences. It can help you learn new things about the world and about yourself. Plus, it's just plain fun. 7. Volunteer. Volunteering is a great way to give back to your community while also keeping your brain active. It allows you to meet new people, learn new skills, and make a difference in the world. 8. Stay socially active. Staying connected with friends and family is important for your mental and emotional well-being. Social interaction helps keep your brain active and engaged, and it can also help reduce stress and improve your mood. 9. Exercise regularly. Exercise is important for your physical health, but it can also benefit your brain. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, which can help improve cognitive function and memory. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. 10. Eat a healthy diet. Eating a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can help improve cognitive function and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Now that we've discussed several ways to keep your brain active and engaged, let's move on to some inspiring stories of people who have benefited from lifelong learning. Meet Sarah, a 45-year-old marketing executive who decided to take a class in graphic design. She had always been interested in art but never had the time or opportunity to pursue it. Taking the class allowed her to express her creativity and learn new skills that she could apply in her professional life. Sarah found that the creative process helped her think outside the box and approach marketing campaigns from a new perspective. Her newfound skills and perspective led to greater success in her career. Next, we have Tom, a 62-year-old retiree who decided to learn a new language after retiring. He had always wanted to visit Japan and thought learning the language would enhance his travel experience. Tom took classes, used language learning apps, and practiced with native speakers. His hard work paid off when he visited Japan and was able to communicate with locals and immerse himself in the culture. Learning the language also helped him stay mentally active and engaged during retirement. Finally, let's meet Maria, a 28-year-old teacher who wanted to learn how to code. She had seen firsthand the growing demand for tech skills in the job market and wanted to learn a valuable new skill. Maria took online courses and worked on personal coding projects. She soon landed a job as a web developer and was able to use her new skills to make a positive impact in her community. These are just a few examples of people who have benefited from lifelong learning. Whether you want to learn a new language, pick up a musical instrument, or learn how to code, the benefits of lifelong learning are clear. Not only can it help you stay mentally active and engaged, but it can also open up new opportunities for you personally and professionally. Lifelong learning isn't just about acquiring knowledge. It's about keeping your mind sharp and active. It's about embracing new challenges and pushing yourself to grow. It's about never stopping curious. When you make learning a lifelong pursuit, you'll be amazed at all that you can accomplish.